video. This is the first type of this video on this channel, and as you've seen on the screen just now, this is Football Manager 2016. So let's get to a quick reference before we start. I know you can't see me quote John Cena, but this is Football Manager and this is my Gibraltar Phoenix save. So as you see on the screen just now, we're on the 6th of April 2024 and this is my 9th season so far in Gibraltar. Now we started this screen because we're going to take you through a little bit about the club and how we've got here. So let's look about Gibraltar Phoenix now. Gibraltar Phoenix have finished top of the league the last 6 years. So the last 6 years of one division, but we started with a very, very poor season. As you see with this screen just now, we finished 7th in our first season. We were sitting in the top 2 until 10 games to go, and then we really did bottle it. Then the second season, we just managed to get up through promotion, through the playoff, which we won a very, very close game against Gibraltar Lions. In fact, I can show you the results just now, so we'll go back all the way back through to see what they were. So we'll go back, as you see the first year, the results near the end of the season were very, very poor. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4 games in a row in the last 6, and that really chucked us out of the promotion race. Then the next season we scraped into promotion by the skin of our teeth, yet again with a poor second half of the season, and we only just managed to get promotion by beating it was Lincoln Red Imps in the playoff match. But then the next season we won the league, and that was a magnificent season. It come straight up and won the league was a great achievement. And then the next year we played in Europe for the first time, and we won our first couple of games in Europe. We beat the Welsh side TNS in the first couple of games, beat them 4-1 aggregate, and then we were closely beaten by Bate Borisov 1-0 in aggregate. As you see, we drew the home leg by 0-0, and we lost away leg by a very tight result by 1-0. Then we moved on to the next season. We won the league again, and we did quite well in Europe this season. Again, we played TNS in the first game. We won the first leg at home 6-1. As you've seen, the guy picked up a hat-trick there. Aguilera picked up a hat-trick, 2 goals for Arguenska. Then we moved on to the away leg, and we lost that narrowly by 3-1. But as you see, we're in control of this match to go through. We then won a surprising match in the second round, winning 5-3 at home and losing 1-0 away. So we won the tie 5-4 in aggregate. Then for the first time in Europe, we were really outclassed. We played Copenhagen, who beat us 5-0 at home. But then we kept it a lot tight on the second leg, and we only lost the second leg by 1-0. So we lost 6-0 on aggregate. Then we moved into Europa League, and we were beaten closely in both matches. We got beat away from home by 4-2, and then we get beat at home by 4-3. So both matches were very, very close. And I said before, as we won the league, and we were very disappointed in cup competition. As you see, we got lost in the second round of the Rock Cup and the semi-final of the Senior League Cup. So we've done it in the next season, and again we did very, very poorly in Europe. We just scraped past the Welsh team at Bala by 2-1. As you see, we got an own goal to make it 1-0, and then we conceded in the halfway through the second half. Then we made it 1-0 in the home leg, and Peter Grimmer scored bang on half time, and they were very, very disappointed against Dinamo Zagreb. We lost the first leg by 3-0, and we lost the second leg by 7-0 away. That was a very, very disappointing score, and our biggest loss in Europe so far. Then we moved on to the next season. We moved straight into the second qualifying round, and again we were very, very disappointing. We lost 2-1 at home and then 4-0 away from home. And again we went on and we won the league, and we won the final of the Senior League Cup this year on penalties. A very, very tight affair, and it was great to get our first cup win apart from the Pepereas Cup, which we've won 5 times. So moving on to the next season, as you've seen, we won a very, very tight game in our first Champions League match. We lost the first match by 2-1, and then we scraped through winning the home leg by 3-1. We then moved on to the second qualifying round, which we won the first leg by 2-1. As you see, Dylan Faulkner picked up a double. And then the second leg, we drew 1 each at home. We're always in control of this match through our early goal, as you see, from our club captain, Then we moved on to the third round and we played PSV. That's a big step up for us, but I thought we were very, very impressive in this match. As you see, we lost the first leg at home by 3 goals to 1. We had a great shout in this match, taking an early lead, and then we moved on to the second leg, which we lost by 3 goals to 0. That was disappointing. But we moved into Europa League, and in the Europa League playoff round, we lost our first leg by a narrow margin of 2 goals to 1. As you see, we got us back to 1 each, and then they scored a very, very late goal to sicken us. But the second leg was even worse because, as you see, after 19 minutes, we were 2 goals up in this match and we were going through to the group stage of the Europa League. But unfortunately, we couldn't go through. And as you see, we won the league this year and we moved, well, this is the current season, sorry. And as you see, we're still currently in the Rock Cup and we're currently in the Senior League Cup. So, on the final of the Senior League Cup and the semi-final of the Rock Cup. So let's go through our squad just now. So we'll go to the tactics screen just now. And this is good with the team that plays the game that's on today. And as you see, this is our strongest lineup. So we've got Craig Quinn in goals. As you see, he's a very talented player for this level. As you see, I will just click on his stats just now. His decisions are 12, his positioning's 10, his reflexes are 11. He's a very good player. And as you see, he's got an average rating of 6.81 in the league. Moving on to our right back. Our right back is Bob Kealing. Now, we picked him up a couple of years back from Notts County for 95,000, and as you see, he's getting better and better every year. He's improving so much, and look at his key stats. They're mostly going up. His marking's good. He's good going forward. He's good stamina and good acceleration at 9. For this league, he's a very, very good player, and as you see, he's got a 7.02 rating. So let's move on to the next player. We'll move on to Conor Lang. The Irish player is now a Gibraltar international. As you see, he's got 6 international caps, and he's just roughly a good player for us. He's his average player. He wouldn't be in this team if we didn't have a couple of injuries at centre half. And he's joined by O'Sullivan. Jamie O'Sullivan, again, he's a product of our youth academy. He's got 2 caps for Gibraltar. He's had an average season, but he's getting better. Apart from the stats being down, he's just had an injury in recent times, so that's probably why his stats are facing down the way. This is probably the best player in the team just now, Mark Hawkes. Now, he's a very, very good winger for us. As you see, the 7.1 rating. He's got good pace up and down that left-hand side, and he's got good teamwork, as you see. So he's a very, very talented player in this team. We managed to pick him up on a free transfer from Port Vale. He decides to leave at the end of every season, but we managed to get him back into the team. So moving on to the midfield, we've just signed this midfielder this season, and he's a Kazakhstan internationalist. As you see, 3.5-star current ability. He's got the ability to be a 5-star player, and we got him from a recommendation from a scout who recommended it to us. It's an agent, sorry. And as you see, he's been a talent this year. He scored in the last match. He's got a 7.1 average rating overall. So he's a magnificent player in the league for us. So moving on to the middle of the park, we've got this man who we signed from the D-rated as well. I think it was last season, sorry, and again he's had a great impact in this team. He's been a real game changer and a real more solid player that's made us better. Next to him, we have this man who we signed a few years back now. We signed him 4 years back ago now from St Joseph's. He was a very, very talented player, and we signed him before we went pro. And let's move on to the club captain. This is our club captain. He is very instrumental in our team. As you see, 7.39 rating. He chips in with important goals when we need a goal, and he's a very, very good player. As you see the players up front, we have Adam Gildersleeve. Now, as you see, he's got 3 international caps for Gibraltar, and I'm very impressed with this man. He just gets better and better every year. I was disappointed with him the first couple of seasons, but he's really built into this team. As you see, he's got decent acceleration, decent dribbling, and he's been with the club. I think he came through the club's youth academy, and as you see, he's built up every year. He's got 8 goals in the league this year, and he's only getting better. We'll play David Henderson next to him. We picked him up a couple of years back now from Rotherham for 71,000. He is one of the most expensive players in this side, but he's been a well worth signing. As you see, we'll look at his stats. He's got 14 finishing. He's a very, very good finisher. His current ability's never ever went up since he's been in this team, which is very, very surprising. And you see the subs we've got this time. We have Dimitri Mascarenhas, the young goalkeeper that came through our youth academy. He isn't the best, but he's just a decent backup. We've also got Matt Hanna, again another player that we brought in for 38,000. He's been in more a few places, but he's starting to get more of a start in our team, and he'll get more of a start in years to come. As you see, he's got a decent average rating, but it's not great. He's got good marking, and he makes good decisions. He's got a potential to be a lot better, so we might play him a little bit more in the future. We've also got Eric Rumbo, again a Gibraltar international with 16 caps, and he's 25. We've got Danny Taylor, another midfielder on the bench with 2 caps. The last 3 is John Templeman, a man we brought in, I think it was a couple of years back now. In fact, it was at the start of the season. He's only made 10 appearances. We brought him in from Cowdenbeath on a free transfer. And we've got the Gibraltar international, Jaden Paradis. Now, he's been with us for a long time now, since we signed him in our 2nd season. And he's been in and out the team. He's made more appearances this year than I thought he would make. I thought he'd start to fade out the team this year, but with a lot of injuries, so he's played. And we've got unhappy Grant Smith, who wants to leave us. Again, we brought him in a couple of years back from Montrose, who signed, and he's been decent in the goals, but he's never been a great prolific goal scorer for us. So that's the squad for today's game. As you see, we'll just continue on the next screen, and we'll see we're taking on Europa Point now. We're first in the league, and I'll show you the league table just after this screen loads back up again. So as you see, we're taking on the 9th place Europa Point, and the competitions, we'll just click that screen and we'll click in. As you see, we're currently sitting top of the table with 44 points, 3 points clear of Gibraltar Lions and 3 points clear of Glasses United, and we've played the same number of games as Gibraltar Lions and 1 less than Glasses United. So it'll be interesting to see how they get on, and then how I get on in the game that takes on later today. This is my first save, so I might be a bit rusty in this video, but the videos will definitely a lot shorter in future. We'll just cut it down to the actual games, but this is just the first video, as you see, so we're just going to make this short and sharp. As you see, Gibraltar Lions have just got a new manager, so this is going to be interesting to see how they get on in the year to come, how long they last, because I've been in this job for 9 years now. So the results are starting to come in, and as you see, we'll just take stock and we'll get you at the next screen, which will be the match screen. So that's us into the match screen now. We'll just look through the last few things we've got to look through, and we'll see if we need to win this match. This will come at the end of the season. As you've seen, Gibraltar Lions won their games. They've jumped level on points with us, so that makes this match even more important now. Now I've already picked our team, so we're just going straight into the match. Let's see how we got on against the second bottom team in Europa Point. So this was a very, very tight match. In fact, they still remain there on goal difference. Just got a better goal difference than Mons Kate by 7 goals. So let's get into this game. As you see, both they're playing a 4-4-1-2, and I'm playing a straight 4-4-2. So let's go into this, and we'll set. Yep. So we'll show one player its weaker foot, and the tactics will say. Let's see what we can say. Come on, lads, show what you can do. Again, we just want to motivate these players just to get, because we want to get us over the line this season. We want to see plenty of greens, plenty of confidence going into this match, that we can actually win this match, because if we lose this match, then the league will be very, very tight in the last few games. If we win this match, we can give ourselves some breathing space. So we'll just start this match. Yep, we're into the game now. So we'll start the game. So in this, I'll have the key highlights on, and we've got the key highlights on, and as you see, that's just the opening highlight we usually get from anything like this. So let's see what we can do in today's game. So Campos Garcia, the captain, picks up the ball. He passes it back. Let's see if we make a chance here again, but sitting decent. Gildersleeve. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper there, Bannon Father. We've got a corner here. Let's see what we can do here. Yep. Oh, just wide. That's interesting, because generally we have more chances and more possession than the oppositions in Gibraltar. I suppose at this stage we should be having teams more possession and more of the ball, but we want to win more and more games. We don't want to be losing in Gibraltar, and I feel that we've lost 6 times in the league so far this season, which is very, very disappointing to do so. So we've got another chance here. It's got to be them. Fernandez has the ball, pass it to Santos. Number 70's got it. Oh, great interception. Let's see if we can spring a quick counter here. Let's see. Let's go. Come on, swing it in the box. Oh, that's hopeless cross by the Kazakhstan international right mid. We've got decent fitness, which is good to see, because generally when we play quite a few games, our fitness does drop off alarmingly. So it's good to see that we've got plenty of fitness in the team. Let's see what happens here. We've got the ball wide. Can we cross it in? Oh, shoot. Oh, great save again for their goalkeeper. We've had 2 clear-cut chances and we haven't scored yet. They've not had a shot so far, so we've been dominant, but we've just edged the possession. Oh, it's just bounced back in favour of Europa Point, but we've had lots more shots. We've had 7 shots so far, and let's see if we make one of those count. We really do need to win this match, because as you see, we're just currently at 1 point in front just now, but we really want to extend that to 3 points in front with a win here. As you know, Gibraltar, we're all playing at the one stadium, so we all have to play at this different times, so we can't all play at the same time. Let's see if we can make a goal here. There's been quite a few highlights this first half, which I generally don't have in my matches. Gilderslee's got the ball, pass it wide. Let's see if we can swing a ball in. He's been very, very good. Let's see, hit it. Oh, great save again. Oh, goal. Gilderslee scores. The Gibraltar International scores in the 32nd minute to make it 1-0, and we go 3 points clear so far of Gibraltar Lions. I'll be interested to see if we can hold on to this 1-0 lead, or oh no. If I spoke too soon. The highlights straight after the goal, and that makes me worry in these matches. Kavanagh's got the ball straight through to Gildersleeve. Gildersleeve's got it. Penalty kick. Now, my team is absolutely woeful at taking penalty kicks. Be interested to see if we can capitalise on this penalty kick. It's got the captain that's going to take this penalty kick, Campos Garcia. Now, he's the most influential player, and he really should score this. Runs, oh, it makes it 2-0. 2-0, we're in easy streak now. 33rd minute, it's 2-0 against Europa Point, who are second bottom of the league. So, good results so far. Let's see if we can keep it up. We're getting closer to half time, as you see. Still getting more and more shots on target. 7 shots on, 6 off, 3 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances. It's been a good first half for us so far, and we've got decent fitness so far. There's only one player that's really disappointing. Might take him off, might take off the number 11 at half time, just to change things up and bring on Rumble. Yep, I think that's the only one change we'll make. So we'll say well done to the boys. We'll give them a passionate team talk. Very pleased how you're getting on. And we will take off. He's more defensive player. It's interesting. We could, right, we'll bring on Rumble. We could have brought on Danny Taylor, the other Gibraltar International, but we'll go with Eric Rumble, who seems to be just that little bit better than Danny Taylor. So he's got the ball right away. This is just a straight kick-off after half-time. Nothing much should happen in this highlight. Again, we're on key highlights, and this is what I like, the 2D match engine with key highlights on. That's my preference, because it does get through the matches quite quickly. This has been quite a slow match in general, as we've had 4 or 5, 6 highlights, and they'll make a couple of changes. It'll be interesting to see what we can do in this second half. They came slightly more into it, they've had a couple of shots, but we've had an extra half chance in this second half. So as you see, we're attacking. We've only 7 instructions. We're quite flexible. I've taken this save off of Jack Work the Space, who's also doing a Gibraltar save. He's a lot better than me in his save so far, and he's much further on than I am in my save. But he was far ahead of me than I was at this point. But interested to see if I can catch up and get a Gibraltar team in the Champions League group stage. That's my first aim so far, because winning the league will be quite simple. As you see, I've done it 6 years in a row, so that's the real ambition, is to get this team into the group stage of the Champions League or the Europa League. We're so close to doing it this year, as you've seen earlier on in this video. And we might make another sub here. We're just starting to tire a little bit. Kavanagh's a little bit tired, so we take him off. And let's see if anyone else is really tired or struggling. Everyone else is doing really, really well. We might take off Jamie O'Sullivan. We'll bring on what, 6 or 2-3, so we'll bring on Matt Hanna instead of him, and we'll start the game. So only just over 10 minutes to go, so interesting to see how the last 10 minutes of this match, what happens if it stays at 2-0. So let's see what happens. Again, we've been very, very impressive in this match. I've been impressed by us. Just selling off this match just to make sure that they don't get back in the latter stages. We don't concede a stupid goal to make this game close. They've been far the better team in the second half, to be fair. They've had 9 shots in the second half. We've had not as many shots as them, but we've contained them quite simply this second half, and we'll see the end of match highlight come up soon. 30 seconds to go, so there's not much time for them to score 2 goals. So we've won this match. It's just whether we won it 2-0 or by 2 goals to 1. Because I don't see us countering just this attack. Oh, we are going to counter. But he's going to kick it and it's going to go out of play. And it's going to be full time. Yep, full time at the Victoria Stadium. We've picked up a 2-0 away win to go 3 points clear. We only played 27 games in the league, so it's well done. It's a good performance by us. And as you see, we go 3 points clear with 4 matches left. So let's just quickly get out of that, and let's see when we'll be back next. The next time you'll see me on a in a video will be probably when we pick up the league, which hopefully is that game there against either Gibraltar United, or hopefully it's earlier than that against Europa SC, sorry. And we'll come back for at least the Senior Cup final, and if we get in the Rock Cup final, you'll also see me for that video as well. So with that, that's the end of this video. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you want to leave feedback on this video, you can do so via the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up on the video, and thank you for taking time to watch this video. Goodbye.